Well, hello everybody and welcome back to another episode with the Canning Nana. So today I am going to be making another batch of beef bone broth, and I'm going to be roasting the bones because I've had so many people ask why I didn't do it the first time and how I would do it if I do it. So I do normally roast the bones, the meat, the onions. If I have a whole clove of garlic, I will roast that. The reason I didn't do it the last time, and the bone broth came out absolutely wonderful, very rich, very smooth, very, very delicious, is because I wasn't feeling well. And it just adds an extra step that I just honestly didn't have time for. I didn't want to stand and do it in the kitchen. It does take a while in the oven. I just wanted to get off my feet as soon as I could. So if you guys were watching me then, we were down with the big C word for just a couple days. Had it really mild, but completely lost my voice for about 3 weeks, I guess. So it's pretty much back. It's about 90% back. It's not fully back yet. But these are the bones that I'm going to be using, and these are beef shanks, and I got these because they were on sale for $2.99 a pound. So if you guys have been watching the beef prices, they are through the roof. So I thought this is an excellent, excellent price for this. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to roast these, but I am actually going to can some of this beef. I probably won't show that. I'm not going to show the whole process of how I can or how I make the beef bone broth, because I just did that in my video for January. And then showed you guys the beef soup stew starter. I just wanted to show you and take you along how I'm doing this today. And by the time you see this is going to be all done anyway. So, but this is what I have, and this is perfect to make soups and stews with, or beef bone broth. You have all of that good marrow right there in the bones. And this is about 8 pounds, I guess, or about 7 pounds. This is 3.5, and this one is 3.5. So, yeah, all really good. I got this at my local Vallarta market, where it's nice and fresh. And if you guys have a Vallarta market near you, they literally have almost every piece of the animal that you can possibly imagine that you would need there. So if you guys are having trouble getting any kind of beef broth, I know I've gotten a ton of emails saying you guys can't find beef bones to make your beef stock with. I know it's been a huge problem. I would go and ask your local grocery store butcher if you can order some. I know at Ralph's, which is owned by Kroger here by me, I get nice thick cut liver to make my liver recipe. And I'm waiting on that because I am going to show you guys that. It's just been really hard to get thick sliced liver. I can get the thin stuff all day, but the dish that I make with the liver, it needs to be a little bit thicker. So I'm waiting on that. But that's what I normally do, is I order meats that I usually need from the butcher. Nowadays, things are a little bit different, so it's come a little bit harder to come buy what you need, and if you do find it, it's quite expensive. So if you see sales like this, I mean, this is amazing, right? This is normally like $6.99 a pound. So this is all I got, but I did get some of this the last time, and when I made the beef bone broth in my last video, it was $3.99 a pound. So this is a really good price. And by the time you see this, this will be off sale. I don't know what they're going to have this week. Our sale starts on Wednesday, but we'll see. And whenever I see really good prices on beef, I grab it. Even if it's just shank like this, you can cut it and can it. Any kind of beef, whether it be tough or tender beef, becomes the tenderest beef if you're canning it. Just remember to can your beef. You can raw pack it. You don't need anything in the jar but your meat. You can put seasonings in it or whatever. 75 minutes for pints, 90 minutes for quarts. That's really all you need to know. Don't overpack it, and you don't need any liquid. It makes its own liquid. It's amazing. Any meat is like that. Chicken, pork, beef, turkey, any of them. You don't have to add any liquid to it if you're raw packing. Okay, so let's get this on a pan and I will show you what I'm doing with it. Okay, so here we have all of it out of the packages and in a nice tray, and I'm just going to be using my basil infused olive oil that I make, and just putting a little bit on the meat. Give it a nice flavor, just a little bit. I'm going to be cutting up some onions and then sticking them in there, and I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, so here we have the meat, the onions, and I found a few cloves of garlic that I'm going to put on there, just like that. I'm going to put it in the oven and roast it for about 35 to 40 minutes until it's all brown. Turn it over, turn the meat over, and then roast that. And I will be back to show you what it looks like when it's all done. Okay, everyone, so these have been in the oven for about 40 minutes now. I just want to show you. I've turned them over, and this is what they look like on both sides pretty much. Nicely roasted. I'm going to go ahead and put these in the pot, and I will show you what that looks like in just a minute. Okay, so I am going to be lifting these out. And look at how thick these are. These are probably about 2 inches thick. These are pretty thick. So I'm going to be putting them in this pot. This is an 18-quart stock pot, and this is what I normally use. It's going to make some amazing broth. And like I said, I'm going to take some of this meat out of here. Oops. And I'm going to can some of it, I think. I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll see. Oh, this smells amazing, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put some of these onions in there. Yeah, I could just lift up this whole thing and put it in there. I do need, drop some onion. I do need to go get some more filtered water because I'm out. So while I put the water in here, I'm going to use what I have. And I'm going to go out and get some water because we are running low. And there's been a ton of little earthquakes around here lately. So you guys can see all this juice, and I am going to try to get all of this juice out off of this. That's one of the reasons that I put it all on tin foil. Okay, this is the garlic. Okay, let me finish this and I will show you the rest. But look at how good that looks already, you guys. And I will get the vinegar that I'm going to use, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Okay, I've got all of the bones and the onions in there. So I'm not going to be putting carrots in this one. And there is a reason. I'm going to be putting some more onions in and some celery, and that's it. I want it to be more of just the beef and not so much of a vegetable broth for this one. I have some uses in mind for this, and I don't want carrots in it. So I'm just going to put some celery and some more onions in. Okay, so we are back. I've got the rest of my onion in there, and this is a Vidalia sweet onion. So I'm not getting the sweetness of the carrots, but I do have more onion flavor, and I'll have the sweetness of the onion, which is going to make a little bit different flavor than the other beef broth. And then a whole head of celery. And I'm going to be using this right here, red wine vinegar instead of apple cider vinegar. Okay, so I'm going to pour some of this in there. Now, this is 5% acidity. This will also help to release the marrow in the bones. Okay. So, you don't have to only use apple cider vinegar, you guys. So, if you have apple cider vinegar, that's fine. If you don't, and you want a little bit different flavor, you can go ahead and add red wine vinegar. Red wine goes with meat. We don't drink wine, but this is really good, and any alcohol in this is going to just cook off. You can also use red wine if you have red wine, and then apple cider vinegar as well. and make a whole different flavor. It's really good. Okay, so I'm going to get my water, and I'm going to be covering this just enough to cover all of the vegetables and the meat. Okay, so here we go. We are going to cover, oops. I'm hoping I have enough. If not, yeah, I do. I have enough. If not, I'm going to go get some more anyway right after I start this, since it's literally right down the street. Okay, add the rest of that. So yes, it is floating a little bit. I can add a bit more onions to this if I need to. I just need to empty this. It's my big 3-gallon container of water. I need to go get water anyway. So I am going to start this by putting the gas on medium, waiting for it to come to a very mild boil, and then I'm going to just put it on simmer, cover it, and let it sit for the next 24 hours. So when this is done, I will show you guys what it looks like when I'm about to can it up, but I'm not going to go through the whole process that I did in the last video. It's the same thing. It's really good. Just making it a little bit different because I was requested. People were asking me why I didn't roast the bones and everything. And it really simply because I just didn't feel well. So now I'm feeling better, got some more bones, and I did this. So the word of the day for today's video is going to be beef bones. I want to know, after you guys comment in the video, in the comment section, beef bones, the word of the day, in order to be entered into my monthly and random giveaways. And you guys have been giving away stuff like crazy. You just gotta look and watch for my little hints here and there. People have been getting stuff. So to be entered for the big giveaway and my random giveaways, just comment the word of the day in the comment section. Make sure you're subscribed, like the video, and please share. As we speak right now, I am about 50 away from 9,000, and I am hoping for 10,000 subscribers by my birthday on February 6th. And with your help sharing my videos and getting the word out there, I know we can do it together, you guys. And I have another Canuary video coming on January 30th that you guys are going to like, because it's not anything that I've showed you guys before, and it's not anything that this group does. Haven't seen anybody do this particular thing. And it's also another meal in a jar, a ready-to-eat meal, that I think you guys are going to like. I've had a lot of requests for that, so I've kind of changed what my Canuary video is going to be. And there's lots of videos coming, probably even another one today. So stay tuned, and I will see you guys soon. Don't forget to comment the word of the day. Thanks for watching.